Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and demonstrating these palettes right here. They are from Ace Beauty or Ace Beaute. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the name. They released the Paradise collection, which is these four palettes right here that are ridiculously pigmented. They do have color stories to them and I can't wait to show you these. I have been playing around with them for a little while now. Every night I keep trying different eye looks and I don't think I've been disappointed with any single palette so far. I just pulled up the brand's website on my phone to just double check the price because I knew what it was. I just wanted to make sure that I knew what the bundle package was because that is ultimately what I ended up purchasing. So I got all four palettes for $114.99 US, which is give or take around 150 Canadian dollars. The palettes are available individually and you can purchase them for $34.99 US dollars, or if you're looking at Canadian dollars, it's about 45 bucks each. All of the palettes do have a 12-month shelf life. They are made in the People's Republic of China and I do like the packaging of these. They are very slim. It's a cardboard box with a magnetic closure. You crack it open, you do have a nice large mirror that you can use, a protective sheet that covers the shadows, and then of course the shadows themselves, which, oh my goodness, these are stunning. The pigment of these particular eyeshadows is out of this world extraordinary. I am so happy with this formula. The mattes go on really, really nicely. I'd say start off with just a little bit on your brush and then build up the colors because these are very pigmented and you're gonna see in just a second what I mean by that. Let's start off with the Slice of Paradise palette. So this is a really fun palette because it does have a bunch of bold colors. I am in love with really bright colors. I think there's a lot that you can do with this particular palette, and originally this was going to be the palette that I would play with on camera with you, but I'm not really in the mood for super bright colors right now, so I'm going to put this aside for the time being, and I'm going to show you which palette I'm going to be using at the very end of this little palette showcase. The next one is Blossom Passion, and this one here is beautiful. So you have a really nice sort of pink and red theme. You do have a couple of darker tones over here, whoops, but this is a really beautiful palette if you love pink colors. Classical Paradise is the next palette, and this is probably one of my favorites out of the collection just because of the wearability of these particular colors. I think there's lots of really nice warm tones in here. Whoops. I love this olive green color. This pewter color over here is also stunning. This orange is out of this world amazing. All of these colors are just brilliant. Love, love, love this palette. And finally, the palette that I am going to be using on my eyes today is Paradise Fallen, and I love this because it is all purple shadows, and you guys know I am a sucker for a purple tone palette. I decided not to buy the Norvina palette, and you guys are probably thinking, what is wrong with you, Dimitra? That is the best palette of the year. I just like this one a little bit more. This one might not offer as much versatility as the Norvina palette, but the formula of these shadows is unbelievable. And of course, this is the palette that I'm going to be playing with today. I'm going to try and use as many colors as I can, but I can't promise I can put all of these on my eyes today, but I do have a fun look planned and I can't wait to dive into it. That's the overview of the collection. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer and just start playing with these shadows. Look at this stunner right here. It's such a gorgeous palette. I'm so excited to dive into this, and I think the first color I'm gonna go in with, I'm just going straight for bold. I'm gonna go in with this purple right here called Dusk, and I'm going to take it on a Wayne Goss number 16 brush. Just gonna tap right in there. You can see how much pigment has come off. I'm going to tap off some of the excess because this is just gnarly, but I also want you to see there is a fallout with these shadows, and that's what that looks like over there. When I played with the classical palette, it had even more fallout, especially the orange color, but like I've said in previous videos, I don't give a rat's ass about fallout. You blow it off, the palette is as good as new again. As long as the shadows blend, that's all that matters. So here we go. Ah, look at that. Isn't that amazing? My gosh. Tapping back into it a little bit more, tapping off the excess. I'm slowly gonna build this one up because this can go sideways real fast. As you can see, there is zero patchiness with this matte color. It went on beautifully, blended out really nicely. I have zero issues with it. The next color I'm gonna go in with is this one here called Eve. And I do want Eve to be a little more concentrated. So I'm gonna use a Wayne Goss number 17 brush. I'm gonna tap off the excess, and this one I'm just gonna dig right into my crease. I'm really pushing that one in there because I just want that intensity. You see that? For the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with this deeper purple color over here called Shadow. I'm gonna take Shadow on a Wayne Goss number 20 brush, and I'm just going to very gently tap this on the outer portion of my eye. Now, Shadow is a very pigmented color, and I'm trying to be really light-handed with it because colors like these can go wrong really fast. And don't worry, you're always gonna look a lot crazier. Initially, it's all gonna come together in just a second. So just have a little bit of faith right now. But you guys hopefully saw just how flawlessly that color went on. Really pigmented, even with blending, the pigment did not fade. It just sat exactly where I wanted it to be. It is perfect. Now I'm gonna go in with this metallic color right here called Orion. I'm gonna take it on this Morphe M210 brush. I like this one because it has a small sort of oval head to it, and I feel like I can get a little bit of precision with this. And this is what I'm gonna put all over my lid. And I'm very carefully just going to tap this color onto my lid rather than swiping it because I do want to get as much pigment out of this color. And as I get towards the end, I'm just feathering it out so that the metallic shade just melts into that outer matte color. The metallic colors go on beautifully dry. You can wet your brush, which is what I'm about to do right now, just so you guys can see the difference. It just sort of intensifies the pigment a little bit more, but you don't have to wet your brush if you don't want to. I think this color looks fantastic just on its own. So just grabbing my MAC Fix Plus, I'm going to tap that over my lid, and as you guys can see, it just intensifies the pigment a little bit more. So hopefully this is showing up really nicely on camera. That's wet and that is dry. So this one here just has more of an intense purple look to it. For the lower lash line, I want to use this color here called Twilight. I have really been enjoying using metallic colors lately in my lower lash line. I don't know what it is about it, but I think they pop so beautifully. And to blend that color out, I'm gonna go back into this color here called Eve, and I'm gonna use my usual and trusty Makeup Forever pencil brush. For the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with this silvery color right here called Moon Glow. I'm also going to be taking that color and putting it very lightly on my brow bone. But The color is pigmented. There's the eyeshadow all complete and on. I love how this looks. It just needs a little bit of liner, mascara, and lashes, which I'm gonna do off camera right now, and I will be right back. As you can see, this palette did not disappoint. I loved all of the colors that I used. I think they went on beautifully, as you guys saw. The mattes blended out so nicely. The metallics were bang on. Zero issues with any of these colors. If you're in the market for palettes that do have a color story, that are really easy to use, blendable, then I would certainly recommend these palettes right here. I think they are definitely something worth investing in, and these will last you a long time. I mean, if you look at the pan sizes, they are quite generous in terms of weight. You have 0.68 ounces in each of those pans for a total of 19.2 grams of product per palette, which is really, really good. I know I love these palettes. They are going to be used in a frequent rotation for me, especially this Classical Paradise palette, and certainly Paradise Fallen as well. I think these two are my absolute faves in the collection. That's not to say I don't like Blossom Passion or Slice of Paradise, but I think these palettes just aren't your sort of everyday colors. I don't think I can use these pinks on a regular basis. Same goes for these bright colors. I can't even imagine myself taking the time to work with these colors at 6 in the morning so I can get my ass out the door and go to work. But these two palettes, on the other hand, I can definitely see myself playing around with, and I think there's a lot of versatility with them. I think the bundle deal is a great value, and of course that's what I did. I purchased the set, but if you only wanted to pick up a couple of palettes, these two would probably be at the top of my list. And that's gonna do it for this review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. You guys can also connect with me on all of my social media. I'm gonna make sure to link all of that for you in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an amazing day, no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!